Okay, guys, so today we're going to go through the steps needed to install the Mac version of the Clarifi connector application. In general, this is just download, launch, and then for very short term, we're going to need to go into our security settings and allow this to launch. The reason I say short term is because we have recently become an identified developer by Apple, so the next steps will not be required in the future. But just to get started, I'm going to share my screen here. And so we are going to be going to this Google Drive link that Brian or I will be providing to you, just so we have it in the recording. I'm going to put it in the chat here. So that's in there. And then once we're here, we go to Mac because that's the type of computer that I'm on. For these, you could download any one of these and then double click and run. Some schools need the PKG version to be able to share it with multiple students at once. The zip folder would just unzip to the application, and then the DMG is kind of the more standard individual installer. So that being the case, I am going to download this guy. So just right click. For some Mac users, you have to click with two fingers to create the right click menu. So now it's scanning for viruses. And it's going to say that it's pretty big, so it can't do a full scan because I trust what we built. I'm going to let it download. So I'm going to have it download to the desktop just so it's easy to find. And then I'm going to show in Finder for completeness sake. And then all we have to do is double click this DMG file. And so the application appears in here. This is a small but important distinction. In order to have it installed, you need to take it from here and drag it into applications in this Finder window. Dragging it to the applications folder here doesn't work, as it basically creates a shortcut that won't work once you close this folder. But since we did it that way, now the app is available. So we just open it like any other app. And you'll see this is the step that I was talking about. We're going to hit cancel because we don't want it to get moved to the trash because we'd have to reinstall. And so in order to get it to launch, we're then going to click System Settings. And then we're going to go to Privacy and Security. So this is like halfway down on the left-hand side here. And now that we're here, we're scrolling all the way to the bottom. Ignore the stuff at the very bottom here. You're going to see under the security heading, you want to make sure that this is checked, App Store and identified developers. And then it's saying that even though we have that checked, we aren't an identified developer yet, so it didn't want to open it for us. So we're going to click Open Anyway. And then going to put in your password if you have a password associated with the computer. It's going to say, give you the same warning, but now it's going to give you the option to open. And so once it opens, it's going to go into kiosk mode, which just means it blocks you out from everything. So you're going to need to input your username and password at this point. If you forgot to copy the password or you don't remember it for whatever reason, you can get out of this screen by doing Command Q. The Command Q will not work once you're logged in by design, and you'll be able to use the app UI to get out from there. And that's all we got. So thank you very much. Stop share. And